Y'all gonna have to bear with me today. Today is one of those days I do not feel like talking about basketball. I really don't. But I'll do it anyway. Probably won't do it for tomorrow. I don't know. Some days you just don't feel like talking. I feel like getting on the mic and talking. Today is one of those days. But anyways, last night the Milwaukee Bucks played the Charlotte Hornets. A game some of you guys might know well because I made some comments about it. And from the outside looking in, for most casuals, they would think, oh, the Bucks, they should win this game easily. Well, that has not been the case when the Bucks play the Hornets. I mean, not all the matchups in the last 5, 6, 7 seasons. Probably early on in Giannis's reign in Milwaukee, it was easy for them. They used to go to Charlotte, or Charlotte would come to them, and they'll blow Charlotte up by 30 or 40 points. I think ever since Charlotte drafted LaMelo Ball, they have been a little bit more competitive. But the Charlotte Hornets just ain't it. I think they was in did they have a two seasons they was in the play-in? I think. But, shoot, that team has just been devoid of improvement and joy and success. I think they only had like one All-Star in the past 10 to 15 years. I think maybe Kemba was the other one. Kemba Walker was the other one years ago. I don't know if he was even on Charlotte. He might have been on Charlotte. Could have been on Boston, but yeah. Well, they have been a real good franchise since the 90s. Well, competitive franchise since the 90s and early 2000s. When he had Baron Davis and Jamal Mashburn and all of them, even before that, with Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson and all those guys. But last night, they played a competitive game with the Bucks that went into overtime, which kind of still frustrated me because sometimes I think the Bucks play down to their competition. And last night, they didn't. Well, in a way, they found out about the actual Milwaukee native, the actual person from Milwaukee, and I cannot even pronounce his name. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Let me look at his name right quick. I don't want to pronounce his name right. Is it Kepno Capo? Con Kinepo, I think his name is. Well, he went to Marquette University, and I think he may be from Milwaukee himself, from what I was hearing from the broadcast. He had 32 points last night. I think that might have been a career high for him. 12 for 20, 4 for 9 from 3, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. That was the star for the Charlotte Hornets last night. Only All-Star, former All-Star on the team, LaMelo Ball, scored 16 points. And I don't even think he was in the overtime game. I think he was sitting out from what I saw when I was watching. The other high man actually was Miles Bridges, had 32 points, 12 for 24, 6 for 15. And I didn't even know. I forgot about Pat Connaughton made his return to Milwaukee after he was traded during the offseason. He didn't do anything. I didn't even know they had Colin Sexton, who had 14 points, 4 for 7. But the Charlotte Hornets are going to be the Charlotte Hornets. Anyways, actually, their stadium history is interesting. But as for the Milwaukee Bucks last night, Giannis took forever. He kind of slowed in, kind of eased his way in because he was low managing in the last game the Bucks played against the Hornets. But he had 25, 12 for 18 from the field. He did not do well from the line, 1 for 3. Gotta get to the line, but he did do well in this category, 18 assists. So he had a double-double, but he did not do well in this category either. 7 turnovers, out there looking like LeBron. in 40 minutes. They did have a plus 18. Actually, had the lowest plus minus out of the starters. But someone is slowly coming back into form and looking like their old self. Kyle Kuzma, 29 points, 11 for 17. He has been improving and balling. I think somebody got to him. Told him, stop with the funny hair. Stop dyeing your hair. You ain't that. No more LA-ness for you. Nah. You in the Midwest now. Act like you from it, because he is from Michigan. But enough of the shenanigans. You ain't coming here to act cute and pretty and wear long sleeve past your waist sweaters. You come here to play. And so far he has been doing that lately. He is coming to play. Not only did he have 29 points, he also had a double-double, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, which actually helps Milwaukee with him coming off the bench because they lack in the rebounding department. And particularly, Giannis only had 7, and particularly Miles Turner, who only had 3 rebounds. I think the problem with him is he likes to shoot and not get the rebound. He needs to get the rebound. And if they're going to mirror the success that he had in Indiana, if he's going to shoot 3, somebody else going to have to step up and get rebounds. And I think when he was on Indiana, that might have been topping than other people. I ain't saying the Bucks are structured. Shoot, in a way, they are kind of structured like the Indiana, almost a little bit. But, yeah, he needs to improve in his rebounding because you just can't come out here. Yeah, you got 18 points, but you need help on the rebounding. Blocks are not worried about. He gets his blocks. AJ Green, 13 points, 2 for 4. Got to the line a lot, but he ain't shooting well. Ryan Rollins still continues to come up big. 20 points, 8 for 12. Bobby Portis off the bench, 12. Gary Harris, 10 points. How many minutes did he play? 23 minutes. Forgot about Gary Harris. Cast off in the Denver Nuggets. Just missing a championship with them. Gary Trent Jr., 8 points off the bench. And Cole Anthony, which I keep saying, he's going to be very crucial down the stretch. 10 points off the bench for him, 4 for 7. Buck shot 65% from the field, 59% for 3, and he did improve on the free throws too. Actually, he did everything better shooting wise than the Charlotte Hornets. But I keep saying, Bucks gonna have to improve on their rebounding. But tonight, definite game. I wish I could live stream, but I'll be busy tonight. I can't. Maybe the next Lakers Bucks game. But I wish I could. It's always happening when I gotta work. But tonight, something of a test. I don't know when the last time Giannis faced DeAndre Ayton, but we know the most famous matchup was that Game 6 of the NBA Finals, but he made Ayton look like a little boy out there. So there's that. Defensively, the Bucks must, which usually I think they have. Well, last year, Luka did have a good game with the Bucks in the first game in Milwaukee, but usually, I wouldn't say they clamp up, but Luka, I can't say struggles, but usually Luka's tame when they face the Bucks. Usually. Sometimes I think they throw Giannis at him at times. But let's just see what happens. 'Cause I think Miles Turner might be like Ayton. Everybody be taking chances against Luka. We'll see, but we'll see what happens. As tonight will be the Redick versus Doc Rivers classic. Number 3, I think this might be. I think this is number 3. So far, Doc Rivers is 2-0 in this classic game. This classic basketball game. Can he make it? Is he 3-0? It's 2-0. 2-0. I'm tripping. 2-0. I'm getting ahead of myself. 2-0. Hopefully, he's 3-0 by the end of the night. But tell me what you guys think.